Good evening, everyone. Before I begin, I want to give a quick disclaimer that I will be talking about topics involving mental health struggles, specifically suicide and suicidal ideation. If you are struggling with thoughts of suicide, please reach out to a mental health professional in your area or your medical doctor. Mental health awareness. What comes to mind? Is that hotlines like 988? Is it tying a green ribbon in your hair for a mental health awareness game? Or is it reposting a pastel-colored graphic to your Instagram story? Yes, all of these things are important in starting the conversation surrounding mental health and providing resources to those who need it. But they're surface level. And when I say surface level, I mean they start and end at visibility. On the outside, all of these things, they look super impactful. But they continue to lack that next step of action and change. Now, what if I told you that every 11 minutes we lose another person to suicide? That's not just a hypothetical. That's an actual statistic from the CDC in 2023. That someone is someone's professor. That's not going to show up to class tomorrow morning. Someone's boss, whose work piles up silently on their desk. A friend who stops returning calls and texts. And a father who never returns home from work. But what if it was your professor, or your boss, or your friend, or your father? Every 11 minutes, it equates to 49,000 lives every single year. How does that make you feel? Probably awful. We think, wow, someone really needs to do something about that. But too often, that's where that thought ends. That kind of hope, the assumption that someone else will deal with that issue. It no longer satisfies what we need as a society. So what happens? What happens when we go beyond just surface level awareness? That's where we're going to go today. But first, we need to truly understand the complex road that leads to suicide. Let's take a step on this road together. The road so many people have traveled, including myself. Suicide is never anyone's first choice. It's the last resort. Oftentimes, every other avenue, including medications, therapy, support, is exhausted before someone reaches this final step. For some, it's mental illness. For others, it's past trauma. And for some, pain just builds up over time that suicide seems like the only way out. For me, it was depression and anxiety combined with every other stressor that came with being a junior in high school. I, like so many others, didn't wake up one morning and decide, hey, I really want to die today. I didn't want to leave my family. I didn't want to leave my friends, this future I had ahead of me. And I was terrified. But let me tell you, when you're in that dark of a place, it's not about just wanting life to end or just wanting to die. It's about not knowing how to continue living in constant pain. To this day, suicide still follows me around. It's a shadow that never leaves my side, just like it does for so many others who have found themselves on the other side of it. Whether we like it or not, it becomes a part of who we are. As I've gotten older, the memories of that time, they haven't faded. But they do remind me how far I've come and how far we all still need to go as a society. And whether we like it or not, it becomes embedded in who we are, even as we heal. Just because someone's still here, just because I'm still here, standing in front of you all, it doesn't mean that battle fades. And that battle, it's continuously being fought when we're so casual about the language we use. That leads me to my next point. Suicide prevention, it starts with recognizing the power of our words. By a show of hands, can anyone think of something careless they may have sent recently, or something they may have sent a friend, something throwing around the words kill myself or kill yourself? I know I have. Let's take this language literally for a second. Maybe it was something like, today's gonna be such a crazy day. I'm just gonna go kill myself. Or, oh my God, you were so embarrassing last night. Why don't you just go kill yourself? Language like this, it takes away from the ones we've lost to suicide. And it takes away from the ones who have survived suicidal thoughts. When you tell someone to go kill themselves, you're insinuating that they should end their life, that they should force their family to plan a funeral, that they should give up on their hopes, give up on their dreams, give up on the future ahead of them. A college education, marriage, kids, a successful career. Everything, it's gone. Instead of spending time with them, you're going to be burying them. Through language like this, we have normalized suicide for ourselves. We have minimized it to the point that if any one of you were to take your phone out right now and text someone, I'm going to kill myself, their most likely response would be, oh my God, what happened? Rather than, are you okay? Do you need help? It blurs the line between venting about everyday stress and expressing true suicidal intent. And when someone trusts us enough to open up to us, are we going to listen with compassion, or are we going to dismiss it as an exaggeration? I get it. It's hard to make this change in our lives. I've been in this place of having a friend not quite understand the power of her words. Since that conversation over 4 years ago, she continues to express to me that every time she hears someone casually throwing around this language, it's like nails on a chalkboard. You don't have to have walked the path to understand the weight suicide holds. And you have the power to plant this seed and create change. But how do we grow that seed? How do we nurture it in today's society? The truth is, we live in a world where suicide, it won't happen to us. It won't happen, it won't affect us. Ignorance is bliss, because that's easier than facing the cold truth that suicide could happen to any one of us. It could affect any one of us. Having a difficult conversation with someone is nothing compared to the fear of losing someone you love. We're scared of the uncomfortable. We're scared to be wrong, to say the wrong thing, to offend someone. But that's nothing compared to losing a loved one. Suicide, it's not supposed to be comfortable. It's supposed to be real. And real conversations, they're the toughest ones to have. We all know how to be surface level advocates. We know how to say mental health matters and it's okay to not be okay. And you're not alone. But that true mental health awareness, it starts with making this change in our lives. And that's why I urge you all to pause, to really think about what it means and what it feels like to say those words. I'm going to go kill myself. Go kill yourself. And now, what it feels like to receive them. When we continue to throw around this language so casually, we strip these words of their true meaning. And that's where our compassion slips away. But when we choose our language with care and intent, compassion finds its way back to us. The words we use matter because the consequences, they're real. Every 11 minutes, we lose another person to suicide. Every year, we lose 49,000 people to suicide. That's not just a time, and that's not just a number. Those are people. People who had hopes and dreams. People who had family and friends that cared about them so deeply. People who no longer have their voices. We can't learn from them, learn how society failed them, learn how the system failed them. But don't let those statistics be a deterrent. Let it move you. Let it motivate you. Let it be a reminder that reposting on Instagram is not enough, that tying your green ribbon in your hair is not enough, that silence is not enough, and that awareness alone is not enough. And if we all truly believe mental health matters, we have to act like it. Not tomorrow, not next week, not in 5 years, not at your next convenience, but now. You have the power to make this change in your lives. You just sat through this difficult conversation here with me. But after today, you not only have the power, but the responsibility to have this conversation with someone else. Because every time you do, you're going to slowly restore the meaning back to these words that have lost so much weight. No one saved me but me. But someone really, truly listened to me. And sometimes, that's all it takes. Because you can't save someone else, but through the language you use, you can help someone save themselves. Thank you.